So I'll start right here. Episode 107, baby. Welcome back to the TCR podcast. But wait on. I know, babe, you said you're not going to drink and no sé qué hasta Halloween. But
that light turned off.
A la madre. We'll fix it right now.
Okay.
But that's literally your light. We got to put it on. But I know you said you're not going to drink until Halloween. Que no sé qué. But let's get the party started. Let's start desde hoy hasta Halloween.
What?
And
I got 4-day bender?
Yes, I got some Seagrams right here. Which flavor would you like? We have pineapple cherry, mango orange,
do you have a strawberry?
Acai,
Yes, the strawberry one.
Kiwi lime.
Strawberry one, please. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, no me hago de rogar. Right away, I even told him which one I wanted. I'm dead. No wonder you told me to get me some cups of ice.
Here you go.
Pinche mando. Well, let me just say that I am super excited because I did say I wasn't going to drink until Halloween this weekend. But don't you like the sound of that? But yeah, Mando has a little surprise for me later today. Apparently it involves a little bit of drinking. Yep. And after that, I got to go see my trainer.
Nah, we'll take it easy, babe. Don't worry.
Okay.
But once again,
let me do a little ASMR moment.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing. Let's get it over with.
Okay, cállate.
That sounds good. Wait, what did I give you? I gave you pineapple cherry.
Ay, Armando.
Yeah, I'll switch you.
No, I like it. I like this one too.
All right. Strawberry acai for me.
Yeah, these are my two top faves actually from the whole pack.
You don't know mas.
Yeah, I first came across these whenever I hosted the end of the school year summer kickoff for the kids.
These are fire.
Yeah, I don't know who brought these, but I really liked the strawberry one and the pineapple one.
But just so you guys know, this episode is not sponsored by Seagram Escapes. It's not sponsored. But you know what is sponsored by Seagram Escapes?
A ver.
The xFobai Nightmare Halloween Party happening in Houston, Texas this Friday.
Hello, Houston. Want to play a game again?
I'm excited
Can
for
you guys believe that they want to sponsor an event that little old Lily Bay and Mando are hosting? Yeah. What? Yeah, that's crazy. I'm super blessed and grateful that companies like this reach out to us, especially because you guys know que somos del desmadre, puro pinche party. And the fact that we have these type of sponsorships reaching out, you know? That's crazy.
And the cool thing about it is that it fits with us. This is something that we enjoy, first of all. Yeah. And second, we're all about the desmadre like Lily Bay says.
Yeah, so whoever comes out and parties with us this Friday in Houston, Texas at Buena Vida, we're doing our second annual Halloween party out there. Everyone that comes to the door, at least until supplies last, will be able to try one of these. You guys are getting one for free on Seagram. So shout out to them. Next time you guys see it in the store, pick it up just so you guys can try it, you know?
Tag us.
Be like, dang, Lily Bay, look, I got him. Tag us so I can repost you guys. But aside from that, I don't want to change up whatever you have to talk about because we've been MIA from this podcast studio for over 3 weeks already.
3 weeks. Well, the last episode was not recorded.
Yeah,
here, right?
we recorded the last episode. Well, the last one we didn't post, and the one before that was in Mexico.
Last week,
but yeah, you guys, we have been away from the podcast for 3 weeks now. 2 weeks, unfortunately,
not
we
happy
were
about that.
Stuck in Mexico. I say unfortunately, not for anything bad. We freaking love Mexico, but we wanted to be here during the whole hurricane because I was freaking out a little bit towards the end. More so because of my family and the vacas and stuff, not knowing what to do, right? But also because de repente my primo that stayed here, he calls me and he's like, your garage is flooding and it's coming into the podcast room too.
And we were like, room, you guys.
Oh my God. He's like, what do you want me to do? I'm like, pick everything up, throw everything inside the house because the house is a little more up compared compared to everything else. But gracias a Dios, no pasó nada. Everything that did happen was very minimal, and we are super happy and grateful for that. But our hearts and prayers go out to anyone who did have more damages. I know there was a lot of trees that fell, a lot of flooding in areas that don't flood, which was scary. All the tornadoes that happened down south, super scary, especially the fact that nobody was prepared for it.
It's something you can't prepare for.
We at least had a week here in Florida, in Tampa, the central Florida, to at least prepare. You know, like we know it's coming. Either you take initiative and evacuate, you prepare your house, sandbags, food, all of that good stuff. But the people down there, they had no idea that this was going to happen until like minutes prior, which is super scary. And in my life, have I seen tornadoes in Florida. So that was super scary.
Yeah, like Lily said, they were not prepared for it, and you cannot prepare for it anyway. But like she said,
people, I don't know if you know, but people that have tornadoes, like in Tornado Valley or Alley, Tornado Alley, they have, what is it called? Like bunkers. Bunkers, yeah. And they're here ready. We don't have that. So what do these people do? You can't run nowhere. You know, and we don't know what to do. Like, we know what to do during a hurricane, but what do we do during a tornado? Like, I have no idea. No idea. But hopefully everyone is good. Everyone's safe. And let's just try to stay positive and keep praying for these people. Not only that, but there's natural disasters that happen all the time. We know.
Yeah, everywhere. All over the world.
We know Acapulco was hit not too long ago. And we also know that... Asheville and that area right there was also hit. Very scary. Unfortunately, it doesn't pop up on my FYP. We don't watch the news, but I have to literally go in and research just to see updates and see what happened. So if you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, you should go look it up on TikTok real quick just so you can see.
Be aware.
Yeah, just so you're aware. If you guys want to donate, people are posting like links and stuff. But yeah, that's it. That's my spiel. That's
a spiel.
Sorry,
that's
guys.
why we were away for that long, and we did not plan that. And we did not want that because I feel like I'm back home. I'm back here. And just being on the podcast gives me back on schedule, gives me a voice to talk to you guys, to tell y'all what's going on, what trending topics are going on, y todo ese pinche pedo. So I'm excited to be here. I do want to touch one thing before I forget.
What?
The girl from Six Flags. That right there.
Oh my God. About? Yeah.
Should I explain? Because I know not everyone has a TikTok,
because
right?
I had no idea. So explain.
So there's a girl going viral on TikTok. Pretty much what happened is that somehow, some way she found out that her man was cheating on her, right? Saw messages through Snapchat y no sé qué. So what she decided to do, because she brought her man from Mexico.
Yeah.
Like, le pagó el coyote. No sé cómo tuvo la jugada, pero se lo trajo para acá. You know, they had a nice life. I don't know if they were together for years, months, whatever the case is that she fell in love and brought him, right? Whatever. Finds messages on this dude's Snapchat, I think. Careful with Snapchat, you guys. I think it was Snapchat.
I'm going to go check your Snapchat now.
Yeah, go check it out. Because ladies, go search. If you want to look for something, go find it, because you just never know, right?
Yeah.
But whatever, that's not the point. The point is that the girl finds messages of other girls or whatever on his Snapchat. He's trifling, todo ese pedo. So she's like, you know what? I'm going to take matters to my own hands. I paid for this dude's coyote. I paid for this dude to come over here.
Come over here.
And now this dude is cheating on me with this random chick. ¿Quién sabe quién es? She's not the issue. The issue is him. Okay. So she's like, I got a game plan. She's like, mira, mi amor, I know you worked late last night, but I want to go to Six Flags. And I'll drive. You know, you'll sleep on the way, because I think Six Flags is in San Antonio. They got to cross.
It's like an hour and a way.
Whatever. So the dude's like, hell yeah, I'll take a nap while you drive. Don't let your girls drive. Don't let your girl drive, bro. Just drive.
Especially if you don't got papeles.
Yeah. So, don't be cheating. That's the whole moral of the story.
That's true.
So, they drive down to San Antonio, cross one border. So, like, there's like a retén. They cross that one. They get to the second one.
No problem, by the way.
Right. They get to the second one, and bam, tracas. You already know. They pull him over. Hey, where your papeles at? Este güey no tiene papeles. Ahí lo dejo.
Yep. So no, they crossed and then they woke up at the border. Right. But by then it was too late for him. Because they wake you up to see who you are and whatever.
Ask for your documents
exactly.
Or whatever.
So from the one that I saw, that happened, and he turned and he started going off on her, like, what are you thinking? Yada yada yada. But at the end of the day, as she should, because genius. You know, I feel like especially if she brought him over here, like I don't see nothing wrong with that, you know, like at all. That's what he gets for being a cheater, and I'm a girl's girl. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, to top this whole subject off, you know, TikTok gets into it and everyone has their opinions. You know, there's lawyers on TikTok. There's all kind of opinions on TikTok. And that's why we get on TikTok, to see opinions, to see everyone else's life.
I read the comments.
That's fine. So what's going on now, according to Miriam at the warehouse, she said that she's actually getting in trouble, or she can get in trouble for this, you know?
People are saying that she could get in trouble because lawyers are saying that, he could like
Why'd
say
you
that
bring him?
She kidnapped him. The other one was...
Why'd you bring him? And that's already a...
Smuggling. Yeah, something like that. But I'm like,
Yeah, they're just feeding into it.
I feel like they're reading too much into it. I feel like nobody cares enough to do that. And if he's already in Mexico, I don't think there's nothing he could do anymore. Like,
so moral of the story, if your girl tells you, hey, babe, let's go to Six Flags, just
don't
say
go.
no. No tengo ganas,
Don't
mi
go.
amor.
But I want to know, what do you girls down below think?
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to give a lot of girls ideas if something like this were ever to happen
crazy.
to them, and if they live like right by there, you know, which is crazy. I'm not saying do it, but in her situation, I mean, she brought him, she'd take his ass right back, you know?
And
so
hopefully the new girl that he was messing with, let's say, pays for his coyote to bring him back. Let's see if that happens, you know? A ver si hay tanto amor allí.
Yeah.
O era puro pinche pedo. So.
But the fact that she went through with it is like hilarious, bro. Like, I don't think I know anybody that would actually go through with it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure I have a lot of friends. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Yada, yada, yada. But it's one thing to say and one thing to do.
Yeah.
Hopefully homegirl don't get in trouble. But I thought that viral video that's going around right now was something we should talk about because of how crazy the situation is.
Yeah. And this is maybe last week's story, but it's still, you know,
very relevant. Oh yeah, it's still popping up. I think you just caught it on faster because I'm barely seeing them stories now.
I caught that on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm barely seeing something
on
today.
Saturday. So yeah, you guys have it here on the TCR podcast.
And for those of you guys that aren't watching us but are listening to us, you guys don't see it, but Mando and I kind of sort of dressed up a little bit, nothing too crazy.
What am I, babe?
Mando is a skeleton, literally wearing my onesie. I'm gonna put him out.
I painted my face.
No. And
Too
then,
much?
yeah, we're going to be sweating in here. And then I'm supposedly like a Highland cow.
If you were a cow, what would be your name other than Lily Bay?
If I was a cow?
Yeah, what would be your name?
Maybe La Vaca Lola or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. So people can think I'm famous. Shout out to my friend Carmen. She actually bought me this.
That's actually funny. That's a good one. Yeah, that's good.
Thanks,
And show them the slippers, babe.
I got
show 'em
my
the
cow slippers. I got my little vaquita here that I bought at Walmart. I got my little planta. It's a planter, but it actually, my planta died. Don't judge me. I suck at succulents, but literally, I do. Okay.
But yeah, babe, I know we already touched the subject, but at the warehouse, you were telling the girls how, this is going to be 1 minute, don't worry, how you enjoy the Buena Vida xFobai nightmare and how time doesn't go as fast as, I don't know. How did you explain that?
So basically, we have a new girl at the warehouse, Cynthia, shout out to you. And she didn't know about our xFobai last year, or at least she didn't go. She lives here in Tampa. And we were talking about it today. And she's like, oh my God, I want to go. Like, it sounds like so much fun. And I was like, girl, it is so much fun. And Miriam's like, yeah, last year, I think we were there for like 2-3 hours at most, but it felt like forever. And I told Cynthia, I know you might think like, wait, it felt like forever. Usually when you're having a blast, it goes by super fast. You know, time flies when you're having fun. But in that case, I feel like they do so much throughout the night. It's not like a regular club where you just go and music and drink.
Right.
It is nothing like that. They have things coming out every like 30 minutes. I told
15,
Cynthia.
30 minutes, yeah.
In the 3 hours we were there, they brought out a flamethrower doing a show. Another time they brought out like a drummer with all these gadgets and craziness, lasers coming out
Playing
around him
with drummers, yeah.
Yeah, in another scenario, on another time, they brought out a whole banda.
A banda, yeah.
A few moments later, they brought out like 10 strippers.
Oh,
sorry.
I'm just kidding.
And what else?
And
the robot guy.
Right.
Like,
and then the Halloween costume giveaway, $1,000.
They do a whole ass giveaway.
Yeah.
So they do the most when it comes to putting on a good time. Like they know how to throw a party. I don't even want to consider it a club because of everything extra that they do. It's a whole experience. It's a whole party experience. If you guys went last year, let me know down below in the comments. And if you remember, because we got lit last year. If you remember all of these things that I'm telling you about, and I'm sure I missed some things, I just don't remember because I know I got literally carried out. But I'm excited for this year. We're throwing our second annual. It's called xFobai. We have a whole Instagram about it.
Check it out.
This Friday, Houston, Texas, Buena Vida. We'll be out there, and I'm super excited.
Yep.
I can't wait because I already know it's going to be a good time.
Yeah. Before we finish off, which I'm going to finish off right here, 5, my bad, Juani. She's giving away 5 pairs of boots.
Rockin' boots.
Yep. Everyone that comes in gets a ticket.
Yep.
So at the end of the night, maybe at midnight, we'll raffle that out.
Okay.
$1,500 on costume giveaways. I think one is the sexiest costume, most creative, and the scariest. So, so $500 for each. We're giving away Seagrams to everyone that enters. And like Lily Bay said, there's Vanda. There's just so much going on.
Yeah.
So if you're in the area, just go check us out.
Yeah,
we'll be
bring
out
your
there.
squad. Bring your mom. Bring your dad. I'm just kidding. Bring whoever you want. We're going to be out there.
Costume not required, but...
Costume not required, but we're wearing one for sure. And a lot of people last year wore it because we said, like, everyone bring a costume. This year, we're going to say it again. Everyone bring a costume. But if you don't have one, it's okay. Go to Walmart. Go to the dollar store. Get some little horns or something and call it a day. At the end of the day, all that shit's going to get lost anyways because we're going to get that lit.
So we'll see y'all.
But hopefully we'll see you guys there. And if you come from the podcast, let us know. Tell us. Oh, we should do a little giveaway ourselves.
Okay, let's do it.
Wait, but that's going to be hard because I'm going to be lit. I was going to say, if they come from the podcast, they should say, hey, Lily or Armando, I'm here from the podcast.
TCR
and we'll,
gang or something.
We'll enter them exclusively into like a Guariz like $300 giveaway or something like that, right?
Let's do it.
But how are we going to do it without forgetting?
Well, we'll have an assistant that day too, so she'll help us out with that.
She'll have to literally be next to us the whole time.
We'll give them a ticket or something.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would be good, right? That way we'll I want to know your faces. I want to know who is watching us. I want to hear what you got to say. Like whenever we're out there partying, every once in a while, like I'll have one of you guys join me and like tag along with me. I do not mind that at all. Like that's what I go for to party with you. I'm not like other influencers, not to throw shade, because I know some people have anxiety. Some people don't like being like in too much in like tight spaces or anything like that. But me, I be out there partying. I don't be on stage the whole time just with Mando, just looking at all of y'all. No, I'll be down there taking shots with y'all, dancing. Yeah, for sure. Me too. So don't be shy to like hang out or say hi or even stay with me all night. I do not mind it at all.
And this goes for anytime you see us.
Oh,
not
yeah,
just this weekend.
Anytime
you see us, we're down. Like always.
We have so many stories of going anywhere that we go. We always end up with one of you guys partying until 3, 4, 5 in the morning. It always happens. It happened in Mexico. It happened in Chicago. We ended up seeing La Banda Renovación with somebody. We did the same thing in Washington and LA. We do it Denver.
Every single time.
Oh my God, we do it every time. So I'm down to party. You guys know we're about that life. Especially like, you guys know I be very demure, very chill when I'm in Tampa. In Tampa. But when it's time to go party, I'm 1,000% there. We're ready. Go. Cheers, babe.
Cheers. Once again, thanks for joining us today on this amazing day. Have a great Wednesday and a great week. We're not closing out. I'm just making sure I was tell you
damn,
guys.
We're done?
No, not yet. We're getting into the next side of this podcast. Segment? Yeah. Pretty much on your Instagram, on the TCR Podcast Instagram, I asked you guys to send spooky stories of maybe your experience or someone else's experience. Do you have any spooky stories that you could tell us? I don't think so, right? So that's why I asked you guys to send us maybe a voice message, a video message. And the first one comes from, wait, let's not say a name because...
What if they don't want names?
This one's good. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
So I have always suffered with sleep paralysis, but I've been so used to it that I really don't think anything
I think I know who
it.
this is.
But when I met my husband, when I started staying here for the first few nights, I kept having a dream about this old man, and I remember like in the dream he was wearing like the jersey up pants, with the button up shirt, and a little fedora, and every time I would wake up, I can see his shadow. Like, it was very faint, but it was like he was still standing in front of me, and I couldn't move. And it happened to me like 2 or 3 times until I finally had the courage to ask my husband about it. And obviously, I had just met him, so no quería que pensara que estaba loca. And I asked him about his grandparents. He's like, all of them have passed away except my grandma. And then I got him to show me a picture of his grandfathers, and it was one of them. And then maybe like a week after, I had the same dream, except in the dream, he's looking at me, and he kind of just turned around and walked away. So he disappeared. And I was like, I woke up, but I was fine. Like, he was no longer standing there. So his mom actually told me that he was all into like La Santeria. So that was just his way of presenting himself to me, and making sure that I was going to treat his grandkid good.
What?
Which I could do without the visits. And then I remember when I was living at my house, it was just me and my 2 little ones. At the time, she was 3 and he was 5, and we heard like a toy, like a ball bouncing in the living room. And I remember looking at my son, and I ignored it. And then it happened again, but it was like squeaky. So I looked at my son, and I was like, baby, go close the door. And he's like, no, I'm not going to. And then we heard it again, but it was louder. So I got up and I closed the door. Later, I found out that the people that I bought the house from were like very toxic. Even the windows had locks where you couldn't open the windows. Like, there was screwdriver, like a nail screwed into the window that prevented it from being open. So who knows what kind of spirits they left behind.
Homegirl, move at the house, man.
That's too much.
Crazy.
The grandpa part was a little creepy to me. Well, it wasn't at first. I was kind of like, ah, but then I was like, wait, Santeria? Girl. What would you do, babe?
Well,
if I told you that, what if I told you, babe, I saw your grandma or your grandpa, and they did this and they did that? What would you do?
I mean, I was like, wait. I wish I was there.
That would be crazy, though.
That would be crazy. But I feel like the people that see this once, they see it more than once.
Yeah. Like, you're in, what is it when they have that intuition or that like
aura,
medium? They're a medium.
Yeah. So luckily, I don't have to see none of that because
hopefully you don't see no more, girl. Hopefully it was just them trying to say, hey, we're here, but we're gonna leave you alone. But just know we're here, even though I would still move out.
Yeah, because a lot of people send us messages, but I feel like they get like more. We get the full message when we hear their voice. So we have another one coming in. You ready?
A ver.
So this has to do with my dad.
I'm already scared.
He had already passed away, had been some years. And I was having my moment. I was just listening to his music, just what I would do. I was gardening, and I had some little speaker on my counter playing his music, and I was doing my thing, and when next thing you know, that freaking speaker just flew across the living room, and someone else was in my house, and they just looked at me, and they were like, I seen that, you did not touch that. But yes, my dad, multiple times, does things like that. He freezes my phone if I'm playing his music, or freezes like my Pandora if it's Pandora playing. And yeah, I sometimes, even my boyfriend tells me, like, I feel like your dad follows us, because even my boyfriend sometimes sees shadows around me or stuff like that. So I think my dad's just hanging out around. I also have another story of a townhouse that we used to live when I was younger, when my mom first separated from her husband. We had gotten a townhouse with my grandma, and this place was like the most haunted thing ever. We would hear people knocking, our doors would shake, our closet doors would like shake. There would be times that I would be home by myself. I would hear like things going off in my room or downstairs, no one would be with me. Even my grandma at some point was like, no, están pinches marihuanas, pinches locas, like, no les voy a creer. But then it started happening to her, so that's when she was like, okay, está pasando algo aquí. And eventually we started noticing that around our house, or the townhouse, we would find like blotches of red stains around. And one time my sister had a whole freak out situation because she saw a swollen face hanging in her closet, and ever since then we got really scared over that. And what was so weird about it was that the tenants before us, they were so determined to move back to that place that they offered the people even more deposit and stuff just to move back. And they were a very odd couple, so we were always questioning that place.
That's crazy. Well, it just reminds me of Jonathan when he came to Tampa. He stayed at a random spot. I don't know if we spoke about this, but
I think we did. I don't remember.
He stayed at a random spot.
Airbnb.
Yeah, I think on the podcast he told us. And it was a random Airbnb, and there was like swords and knives like all over, and the lady,
creepy.
It was one of those Airbnbs that you just rent a room out.
I could never.
Which that makes no sense to me. But I wouldn't do it. I know people would, but I wouldn't. And yeah, like the lady that the host, let's say, was creepy by herself already. So imagine staying in the house with a creepy lady, and on top of that, there's like creepy shit all over the house. Fuck that.
I know, absolutely not. So back to her, the dad part. I think if that was me, it would give me some kind of peace. Knowing that my dad's around, I don't know.
Like you keep remembering him with the music.
Yeah. You know? Like I'll literally be like, damn, bye, what you did that for? You know, like it'll get to that point. I don't think I would be scared at all.
It's kind of creepy though.
To other people, but if you know your dad and if you really think it's him, then you shouldn't be scared.
Yeah, it'll be like funny or like, really, Dad?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I'll see it that way, at least me personally. But even though some people say that, they bad spirits try to imitate somebody that you know.
Never heard that.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
So you fall in love, or not in love, but you like the spirit, and it's a spirit. It's a bad thing.
And it's doing more and more, and you're liking it more and more, and then it turns on your ass.
Imagine.
Bam! Like the scary movies. Oh, I'm not trying to scare you, girl, because I try to stay positive over here, right?
Yeah, babe.
But the second part is that one is crazy. I feel like if I ever moved into a house, even when we moved in here, I was like, I hope nothing happens. I hope, like, I don't want to look into the history, but I just hope that nothing like creepy happens, especially like at the beginning. You guys know that me and Mando do a lot of our shit like separately. Not a lot, but we do have times where we do, like, he'll go to the games or he'll go to a party and I don't want to go. I stay home, like that, right?
Vice versa, yeah.
So at the beginning, when you would first leave and I would stay by myself.
I got a story about that. Yeah.
What? Is it about something?
No. It's the same vibe, but go ahead.
Don't play. Don't get me scared of my own house, Armando.
No, it's not.
But if you guys know, I live on a couple acres and it's super dark at night outside at first. We have lights now outside, but at first it was super dark outside and we have huge windows everywhere. And I don't put curtains on some of them or whatever, which some people get creeped out about, but at the beginning, it would be so dark and I would just look at this dark window that I know ends to like nowhere, and that would creep me out. But gracias a Dios, no pasó nada. I would just creep myself out. And as I'm sitting there watching scary movies too to top it all off.
Yeah, the first night, I think one night you left when we first moved in here.
Andaba de pata de perro.
I don't know where you were. And you left for like a good 2-3 hours. It was like maybe 10 at night. And it was silent in here. It was dark. We had just moved in here maybe a couple of days, but that was my first night like by myself in here. And I was like, damn, this is kind of creepy. Because it's not a brand new home, let's say. Yeah. People have lived here before. So like you said, you don't know what kind of shit has gone down, you know?
Yeah, and I think the majority of the creepiness comes from the fact that there's like, we don't have houses like right behind us, right in front of us, street lights everywhere. Like we don't have that much going on around us. So it makes it more creepier.
Would you move in? Would your vibe change of this home, let's say, if you knew that someone passed away here?
Fuck
Would you want to move out?
No, because nothing has happened, but I don't want to know. I don't want to know. That's weird.
It's a possibility, right?
Because then I'm going to start creeping myself out, you know?
Like
oh my God,
it could be as simple
me?
as like an old lady passed away in her sleep, right?
No, I don't think I'll be scared of that.
Or it could be like there was actually altercation
unless she was
here.
an old bad lady, you know? Like
and her spirit's still in here.
Yeah.
Well,
but let's not talk about that. You're going to bring it over
We've
here.
been here long enough and nothing has happened.
Yeah.
So let's
We've been
not
here
awaken the monster in
over
this
3
house.
years already.
But yeah, we have another creepy story. This one's actually in Spanish. So let's hear it.
Hola, pues esta es mi historia. Esto
Ándale.
pasó en julio de 2024. Fuimos con mis hermanos a vacacionar a Rosarito y nos quedamos en el hotel Las Olas Grand Resort. Entonces,
Okay, not
el último
going.
día que estuvimos ahí, mis hermanos se fueron a llevar a mi cuñada y a mi prima al aeropuerto. Entonces yo me cerré las puertas, me acosté y me quedé dormida. No sé cómo estuvo que de repente abrí los ojos y sentí como una persona se sentaba vestida de blanco. Se sentaba en la cama, en la otra cama, y se me quedaba viendo así fijamente. Sin parpadear, mi cuerpo se puso caliente, ¿saben? Es una sensación súper extraña que hasta el día de hoy no la puedo explicar. Cabe mencionar que a mí nunca me han asustado. Entonces estaba acostada, tenía mi mano izquierda en mi frente y mi cuerpo se puso súper caliente, me dio mucho escalofrío. En ese momento que suena mi teléfono me asusté, me paré de la carrera y pues ya se sintió como que esta persona que me estaba viendo se desvaneció. Entonces llegamos a mi casa, eran como las 2:30 en la madrugada. Llegamos a mi casa, yo me acosté. Antes de acostarme me cepillé mis dientes y todo. Hicieron como las 3:10, 3:20 de la AM. Y ya me acosté y todo, ¿verdad? Cuando ya me acosté para quedarme dormida, no sé cómo estuvo que apenas estaba cerrando mis ojos. No cerrando mis ojos, pero ya me estaba quedando como entre dormida. Sentí como algo se me subía. Y abrí los ojos de repente y como que se bajó, como que se escondió, no sé. Entonces me asusté y lo único que hice fue decir, ay, Dios mío, ayúdame. Y ya entre sueño, porque iba a trabajar en la mañana, me volví otra vez a quedar dormida. Entonces en el sueño yo sentía que algo se me subía y no me dejaba, como que nomás me estaba viendo. Entonces me levanté a la carrera otra vez, eran como las 3:40 más o menos. Me levanté, prendí la luz y así me quedé dormida, ya no supe. Entonces pasaron varios días y ya no sentía nada, pero de repente otra vez me volvió a pasar lo mismo. Le dije a mi mamá y mi mamá rezó la magnífica, me bendijo el cuarto y todo, y ese día dormí bien a gusto, pero pasaron como 3 días y ya era de que todos los días no me podía dormir porque esta persona se me subía y como que nomás me estaba esperando a que yo me cerrara mis ojos y se me subía y otra vez se me bajaba cuando yo me despertaba. Entonces hasta el día de hoy me duermo con la luz prendida de mi closet porque me da miedo. Todas esas cosas me dan miedo. No nos explicamos cómo es que solamente me pasó a mí. Cuando mi prima, antes de que nosotros llegáramos, mi prima ya se había quedado en ese cuarto 3 días ella sola y no le pasó nada. Hasta el día de hoy no le ha pasado nada, pero a mí sí. Y ya entre broma y broma ahorita que ya pasó, porque los primeros días sí me asusté demasiado. Ya ahorita bromeamos y dice mi mamá, pues a lo mejor era un alma que quiere pasar a Estados Unidos y pues sí, vino contigo. Entonces pues sí me da miedo porque a mí nunca me han asustado ni nada de eso, pero pues sí, esto me pasó y fue en julio y ahora vamos a volver a ir en noviembre y pues nos vamos a quedar donde mismo.
Apenas.
Mismo.
No se repita.
No, pues como quien dice, amiga, se te subió el diablo.
No, shut up, no le digas así. O un espíritu, porque no le ha hecho nada.
Y no manches, dijeron que eso pasó en julio y van a ir en noviembre otra vez.
Oh my God. Eso sí me da miedo que me traiga algo conmigo a mi casa. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, es una cosa que te pasa ahí, pero muchas veces...
Y lo dejas allí y se acabó.
Te vas y ya. Como si no hubiera... Bueno, nunca más regresas, right? Pero cuando se vienen contigo, que según puede pasar, That's when it's scary. Pero ya han pasado, ¿qué? 4 meses y July, August, September, October. No, 3 meses.
¿No te ha pasado nada?
No, gracias a Dios, babe. Gracias. Dile a tu mamá que siga rezando por ti, baby girl, because I know, honey.
Well, it's crazy how, like, spirits are like that.
Do you believe it in them, though?
Well, I'm not going to say I don't believe it. Mm-hmm. I know it's out there, but luckily I haven't been affected by it because this is way off subject. And you know where I'm going with this probably.
I have no idea where you're going with this.
I didn't believe in anxiety. I didn't believe in like depression. Not that I didn't believe in it, but it was like, just rub it off, no pasa nada. Mm-hmm. Until I got anxiety on the plane, and to this day I can't figure out where it came from. It's not something you could just,
I get what you're saying.
Moving on. Until I get a spirit or I see a ghost, then I'll fully believe it, but doesn't mean that I don't believe it.
Yeah, I'm like in between. Like I kind of do and I kind of don't. I guess I kind of don't more so because it's never happened. And I be putting myself in situations sometimes. Like I watch scary movies all the time, which some people don't because they say that could bring bad,
bad
but
vibes.
I'm into 30 something years of watching scary movies and luckily nothing yet, but we'll be in the middle of rancho in the forest somewhere. We go into old houses. What else? Play the Ouija board in freaking Salem.
Well, yeah, there's people
go to Salem, Massachusetts, where the witch hunting went down.
You bring those spirits back home.
We've gone to haunted. Well, I have never gone with you, or have we? We've gone to like a haunted lighthouse, haunted mansions,
haunted ships.
Haunted ships. So I'm not saying that no pasa nada. But no me ha pasado nada. That's why I'm still kind of like, does it happen? Does it not? But then I do believe in it because I hear people's stories, and I'm not the type to be like, that's not true. That didn't happen. That's not true. No, I do believe him, but it's never happened to me, thankfully. Maybe they're scared of me. Dice mi mamá. They're probably scared of your ass. They don't want to hear my ass all day talking, right? But yeah, I do believe him, but I also don't. I'm kind of like in the middle. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let us know. Let us know what you guys think. Like I said, I guess until you live that, you'll believe it. But I'm in between.
Yeah, I do believe that they're out there. I guess I just feel like they don't fuck with nobody. Right? I think.
Sure.
And if you accidentally see them when she wakes up de repente, it's accidental. That's where they try to hide, or you know. But I don't know. Cada quien.
So we have time for one more. This one's a little long, so let's check it out.
Hey guys, thank you for letting me share my spooky story with you guys. So everything happened last year, October 31st, 2023. I had a surgery and they moved me to my recovery room.
This is getting good.
When I was recovering there, vi un shadow en la puerta, and mind you, this was around 3 a.m. So my husband was sleeping. I was trying to scream, yell so he could wake up, pero no se levantaba. And then on the back of my head, I could hear someone telling me, don't fall asleep, don't go back to sleep, don't fall asleep. So entonces me quedé despierta, and I couldn't identify if it was a female or a male, pero era una persona vestida toda de negro, and they would keep staring at me. So when they kept staring at me, so when that happened, I went back to sleep. I was freaking out. I was trying to wake up my husband. I was trying to see, what was going on. Y no sé por qué, pero ese botón que te dan para que llames a tu nurse, it wasn't working.
Oh, man.
And she's like, yeah, what happened? I'm like, so I kind of saw this shadow in the door and I couldn't fall back to sleep. Y la señora era hispana. She was from El Salvador. Y ella me dijo, ay, mija, miraste a la muerte. And I was like, what do you mean? So, después de que ella me dijo eso, que había visto a la muerte, I was a little scared y le estaba diciendo a mi husband todo lo que había pasado, y mi husband me estaba diciendo, pero ¿a qué horas pasó? Yo no te escuché que me estuvieras gritando, no escuché nada. Y yo le dije, I don't know. Le dije, yo te estaba gritando, I was trying to press el botón para llamar a mi nurse or call someone and nobody came. And my husband's like, that is so weird. So after that happened, I had a conversation with another nurse. Otra señora también vino, la que limpia los cuartos. Ella vino y después me dice, ay, ¿cómo te estás recuperando y todo? Everybody was so friendly. So I asked the cleaning lady, like, señora, ¿usted sabe la historia de la muerte que viene aquí al hospital or something? Y ella me dijo, ay, mija, dice, aquí se ven tantas cosas, pero dale gracias a Dios que no te llevó, porque hay muchas almas que se ha llevado. Me dice, ella viene y se para en la puerta de los pacientes y hay algunos pacientes que están muy graves y ella se los lleva. Dice, a lo mejor tú estabas grave, tu operación fue grave y ella pensó que te podía llevar. When she said that, I started freaking out and I was asking my doctor, when am I going to be getting released? Unfortunately, I had it to be there for 2 more nights, pero I called my mom and I started praying and my mom started praying with me y ya no la volví a ver. Pero everybody said that I had an encounter con la muerte. She was just staring at me. She was just dressed all black, long hair, and who knows if it was la muerte or not, but I still think it was. So happy Halloween, guys.
Oh my God, that's so scary. I've never heard a story of someone's encounter with la muerte, but I have heard that when people, you know how some people like accidentally die, like in an accident, in a surgery table, almost die and then they relive them, right? Like they bring them back. I've heard their stories that when they see the light or the tunnel or Jesus, or they see their body like leaving from, like they see themselves leaving their body. Like I feel like those type of stories are very common actually. So I do believe that, you know, encounters con la muerte are like, I do believe in that more because I've heard it so much or seen like stories and stuff when people like die and they relive and all that. You know?
That's creepy as hell. That's creepy as hell because that's probably the number one spot that
they'll be at. That's true. That's
true.
It's
hospitals. And when you go into a hospital, I've never thought about it, but now it's like there's a lot of souls in here. A lot of things have happened here, unfortunately.
That's true.
And that's the number one spot. So, yeah.
I wonder if anyone that works in a hospital has encountered experiences because so many people pass away there, you know? But she also brought up something that made me remember when she talked about the shadows. I remember when I was little, I would see shadows all the time. All the time. Did you ever go into my old house?
No.
Anyways, they would run from the kitchen into a room that was right there.
It's small shadows, big shadows?
Like adults. Like I just remember, and I would purposely like look away, pretend I didn't see them. But I would always see them like moving. Pero desde chiquilla, I was watching scary movies. So I don't know if it was that I was like psyching myself out or if it was actually a thing. Because I only remember seeing that when I was younger. Once I grew up, that actually became my room later on, and I don't remember being like or seeing any of that, you know. But I remember, like, even I would like go into the kitchen and I would just look around the corner, like, okay, is the shadow in here? No, okay, let me grab this drink real quick, you know. Get
out of here.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's the only thing I remember encountering from when I was younger. But other than that, nada.
Thank God. I mean, that's something I don't want to experience. But like I said, it doesn't mean I don't believe in it, but yeah. We're closing out the spooky little vibes. Let me check something. You're going to be excited for this.
I'm excited already.
Our next podcast, it's on the 30th.
Okay.
So the day before Halloween. So we got to, if we're going to, I know we always say this, let's kind of go all out. I don't know, do something special, maybe dress up a little more this time. This time we just threw some onesies. But I feel like the next episode would be cool if we like actually dress up because
I recycle whatever I'm wearing?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Because
people will be watching it on the 30th and the 31st. So it'll be a cool vibe to show you guys costumes.
Okay. I have a good idea for that.
Okay. This was a spooky podcast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm surprising Lily Bay with something tonight, so stay tuned to her stories. By the time you guys watch this, you already know what it is. I'm excited to see what it is. You got like 10 minutes.
I have 10 minutes to get ready.
Take this onesie off. Wait, but it's Halloween inspired. Maybe you could show up like this. It'll be hilarious.
No, Armando. It's too hot outside. It's hot in here.
But thanks for joining us today on this amazing podcast, episode 107 of the TCR podcast. See you guys in Houston if you guys are going. And that's it for today.
Yep. I hope you guys have a good day and a good weekend. This weekend is going to be a lot of Halloween activities. If you guys are out there partying, stay safe. Don't drink and drive. Use Uber. Call your mama. Call your daddy. Call somebody to go pick you up. And yeah, that is it. I'll see you guys in Houston. Cheers, bye. Cheers.